say good morning, Belize, and good morning, and how are you this morning?
Buenos dias, Belize. Good morning, Belize. Good morning to everyone that's choosing us to stay with us this morning. We really appreciate your company and we love you. This is Love TV and Love FM. I'm Ernesto and with me is Tamar.
Good morning.
And we plan to make your morning as interesting as possible. And we have a morning plan for you, right, Tamar?
That's right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the morning show on this lovely Thursday morning, the second day of July. And yes, we have an interesting lineup. We're going to talk about a new preschool that's opening. We're also going to be talking about cycling. We're going to talk about education, graduate programs that are available for those who want to pursue higher learning through Galen. And you might have heard about this, the Do the Right Thing pedestrian crossing.
With Father Henry.
That's right. It's an excellent initiative teaching students how to. That's right, Ernesto. So we
and
have
of course,
that
the
on
World
the
Cup
lineup.
is on, and we're going to talk about that as well. So stay with us this morning. We'll make it as interesting as possible. Tamar, before we go to break, though, the big news is this whole thing with the minister and payments made to his family.
Yes.
And the Prime Minister is going to educate his ministers on how to spend the money. You notice they're going to do that now.
Okay.
The question arises there. I mean, we have a public service. I thought each department has senior public servants who know how the store's order works. Anyway, that's neither here nor there at this point, I guess.
Oh, it's very much there.
Okay.
And here.
Yes. We have another minister now has requested a leave of absence. I don't know if you could answer this question, but I need someone who knows more than I do, which many do. When they go on leave of absence, do they still get their full salary and they still have use of their government vehicle and all the benefits still apply? Or
Let me ask you this. In most cases, a leave of absence is a signal to the public, right? That we're taking this situation seriously, we're going to investigate.
Exactly.
Now, I want to put the question back to you. If you wanted to send a strong message to the public and you were withholding salaries, would you include that in that headline? This minister is going to be put on leave without pay.
Right.
Because that would make an even stronger statement, right?
Yes.
So the fact that you don't see that in that headline, what does that tell you?
Then that nothing changed. They just got some paid vacation. I hate to put it that way, but that's what it sounds like.
Well.
Because the general consensus is at the end of all this, they'll come back to work in 3 months' time, and the status quo will remain.
So I will answer your question like this. If it was not explicitly stated, the benefits remain.
They may remain.
But it's not exactly to say a paid vacation, because there is some shame there when they put you in a corner to sit down. Even in preschools, we're going to talk about preschools in a little while, right? If they put you in a corner to sit,
With your don't skip on.
hopefully without the don't it's not exactly fun in the corner. You understand?
Yeah, I agree.
So it's a little less than a vacation.
I'm concerned because the whole narrative on this now is leading to, if anything was done wrongly, but it points to, the way the payments were made. So we're going to train them on how to make these payments in the future. But what about nepotism? What about transparency? What about, I mean, if I'm paying my family millions of dollars, something there also needs to be looked at.
I agree.
Money was pointed in that direction. So who is, I guess, the Integrity Commission will be looking into that area.
Ernesto, that one is so much more troubling to tackle, because it's not a lot of clean hands to go around, right?
That's
it's not
a
lot
point,
of clean hands. And it's difficult to address these things without, first setting the example.
So the point is, so I can just go and ask for a leave of absence, and everybody says, okay, then see you next 3 months, and that's it.
It definitely bothers the taxpayers.
It does.
Because
it's our money.
That's right.
All right. It's.
I hope I answered your question.
Yeah, you always answer my question.
Listen, 47 played in the bowl. You didn't ask, but I'm telling you, 47. These 40s keep popping up. I don't know what's the deal, but 47 played. Congrats to you if you won. We're going to take that break. Yes?
Yeah.
And then
Take
we'll
the
be
break and
right.
come back and we'll find out about those of you who have babies needing to go to school. Well, here's a choice. Good morning again, everybody. Welcome back to the morning show. And this morning, like we said, we're looking at education, we're looking at sports. In fact, we're looking at disciplining children. And let's start with that this morning. I think it's early and it's timely. Well, Tamar, this might be of interest to you one of these days,
yes,
you know.
It is. It's very interesting.
Little Tamar will need to go to a preschool at some point.
Yep, it's back to school season.
better start
Parents are
safe for that,
shopping
you know.
around for
Yes.
for the right school. Listen, we have Miss Philippa Miller. She is the founder of the First Stone Elementary Christian School, and we also have Miss Tasha Mariano. She is one of the administrators. Ladies, good morning, and welcome.
Good morning.
All right.
How you have so much patience to handle all these little picnic? Because you know they say toddlers are sort of, they take your energy, is that true?
Well, I mean, it depends on how you look at them, because for us, we believe that they're a blessing. Just need to be chart the right direction. So
Okay.
children needs a lot of attention and a lot of activity. And if you do that with a child, you tend to see less behavioral problem. They tend to maneuver from one activity to the next, and that helps to control the so-called behavioral problems.
You deal, I'm sure both of you have experience handling young children, you know. When does a child really start to develop their personality traits? When you already know you're mean when you get big, you already know you're friendly, this one will take advantage, things. When did you start to learn that?
I think it varies for children. I taught for 16 years. I love teaching.
Obviously.
I love children. It varies because sometimes, our moms used to like to say, I don't see the cut of your jib. But when that child gets older, it's completely different from what you thought that they would be. So it varies from child to child.
How much influence do we have on a child's future when it comes to that? Like a parent, a mentor, a teacher, especially teachers.
I think because children are up to a certain time, we have
Influence.
that influence over them, because when the child is small, you could steer them in the right way, but at the end of the day, you're not their only influence. They grew
Right,
up and they
right.
have friends, and friends influences each other. And so I think one of the most important thing is to instill values and morals in them from they're young, because at the end of the day, even though they grow up and they may be influenced or they have all these peer pressure going on, they'll remember the teaching that you gave them from foundation.
Ladies, I appreciate the questions Ernesto is asking this morning, because they're very much child psychology questions, and there are so many different theories when it comes to...
one and turn into a politician, Joe.
Guys, I think, what we need to remember that they are like our investment, right? And an investment needs your input, right? And I say that because I am a mother, and I am also a foster mother to a child. And when my foster child came to me, I mean, he was just being pushed forward as in the system. I mean, and he was at 60 percentile, 70 percentile being pushed forward. And I could tell you, because of the input from the home, I watch my foster child went from that grade to now he is second place in Bernice York. And so I tell you this because parents need to understand, as busy as you are, I could tell anybody I am busy, but at the end of the day, I know where my investment lies. These are my future. We know how our country is, right? The children grow up. They're supposed to take care of the parents in the end, or care for your elderly,
Not really.
right?
Yeah,
It's not
asked,
what
They
happening.
didn't ask to come here,
Yeah, but if my investment must yield a return, right?
Well, anyway, but we love having you here because you obviously deal with these
Yes.
kids every day, and you know what's going on. So
Yes.
let's talk about the school first that you're opening, though.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go into the First Stone Elementary Christian School, and you look at registration. Okay,
Yes.
tell us where is it, and
How it came to be.
Yeah.
Okay. So First Stone Elementary Christian School, our registration are currently open. It has been, we have been pushing for the registration, and we will be pushing all the way up to the day we open, which is the 24th.
Is this a brand new school?
Yes,
Wow,
a brand new school, the 8 Miles community, Western Paradise Village area, is welcoming its first ever preschool and elementary Christian school in the
Okay.
community.
All
It's the
right.
first of its, it's the first time a school is in that community. It's located 8 miles on the George Price Highway in the Westlake area, right where the intersection of the John Smith roundabout, all of that, right in that
What grades are you
vicinity.
able to accommodate, and are you taking transfers? Or are we starting with just the preschool and then building from there?
Well, it will be a progressive school. We are starting with the the full infant level, which is the pre-1, pre-2, infant 1, and infant 2. Come 2027, the enrollment for that year will be from standard 1 to standard 4. So we
Okay.
progress to the
So as the students
yeah.
move up.
So we will be taking in the higher levels next year, August 2027. This 2026 year, we are dealing with pre-level, the preschool level, and the infant division, infant 1 and infant 2.
How many students are you looking for, and how many teachers do you have per student?
Yeah, we are, because we want to ensure that our children are given the best, we want our classes to have one teacher to 15 students. And we are taking transfer students as well.
From other preschools?
Preschools for infant 1 and also for infant 2.
Okay.
Other than this being a brand new school, what makes it different? What sets it apart from other schools? I understand it's faith-based.
Yes, it's very much faith-based. We are looking at developing the children from an early stage, and that's why we are starting at preschool. It is faith-based. We want to build citizens of our country that has very strong moral beliefs, being able to treat others as you try to teach from a very early age how your child can treat others as they would want to be treated, trying to inject into basically the negative trajectory right now of our country, that our country is going in, where the children are concerned, young people are concerned with all the violence and the things that are existing or we see happening. We're trying to inject into the lives of these children from a very early age so that they're taught how to be respectful and care for others, and not only for themselves, and it's not just all about me. When you look at our faith, it's based completely on the Bible. It's a non-denominational ministry, and so it's not religion. It's more from a Bible-based.
But Christian.
belief. Yes, Christian.
Yeah. Not
yeah.
Muslim or
No.
or
Just
Buddhist or
Christian,
something. It's
Bible-based.
Christian-based.
Yeah, it's a Bible-based school. It is being governed through our church, First Stone Church, in the community there at 8 Mile. So it was birthed out of that church.
Is it on the same compound?
Yes, it will be primarily right now on the same compound, and we actually will advance towards developing the other section of the compound. That if that property will now become the ground for the schools.
Now let's talk about the curriculum. Is it going to match the typical government school curriculum?
So we're going to be using the ABECA curriculum. It's a curriculum that is used in the States, as well as our Belizean curriculum, because we can't teach our children U.S. history. We have to teach them what they can relate to at home. So we're going to use both curriculums, and we're going to align them so that we get the best.
You're going to blend them so you.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What age should a child go to preschool?
When
What's,
you
Three.
decide the pre-1?
yeah.
3 years, 8 months. I think it's, 3 years, 8
This-
months, or 3 years, 7 months, something like that.
Yeah.
The school system, basically we promote, once the child is potty trained and they're 3 years of age, we would accept them into pre-1.
Okay.
And then they progress from there.
Okay.
But like what Tasha was mentioning about the ABECA curriculum, if a lot of our private schools here in Belize, especially in the Belmopan area, uses the ABECA curriculum. It's a very highly sought after educational curriculum.
That's even from preschool? Is that from
Yep,
preschool?
from preschool all the way to actually high schools.
All right.
What's in the ABECA curriculum? Like, what's the system like?
It teaches them basically from a very early stage the mastering writing, reading, and mathematical
Will you
skills.
teach writing, cursive?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, they will be taught. You have the manuscript and you also have the cursive, but we have gone with the cursive methodology to be able to allow them to understand and really grasp the concept of writing. So it's a very I encourage everyone to review their curriculum online if you're interested in coming to our schools, because our children, we want them, what I notice a lot is that our children don't have a very strong concept of reading, right? And so that's what we talk about it a lot, that we want, once you can read, you can understand what you need to do. And so our children we will be able to look at them like, for example, I am a mother, and at the age of my son, he was 4 years old when he was reading.
Okay.
Right.
Now, what about the technology to traditional learning methods ratio? Because I know it is a new school. A lot of emphasis is being put on STEAM and technology. So how do you plan to balance the traditional methods and these, more modern day techniques?
Well, we're going to use both. We're planning on using both, especially when like for extra activities, extra work. The students will be able to. We're going to be using WhatsApp a lot. We're going to communicate with parents. We're going to be using YouTube videos in our classes. And so we're going to be using both traditional and technology.
Okay. How many students are you able to accommodate this first year?
Well, the government ratio being within the requirement, it's 15 to 1 teacher.
Yeah.
Presently, we have accommodation for like 60, 15 and 15, yeah, 60, about 60
Okay, because you
students.
need, like you said, sign today to secure your space. It could fill up rather quickly.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
we have the space. The space is not the problem, but we would need to be prepared with our teacher base, right? Because it's 15 to 1. So therefore, you know that teachers are always within the classroom within a certain period of time. The month of August, teachers are actually back in classroom preparing for the students. So we would want to encourage anyone that would like their child to come to our school to register now within this month of July, so that we can prepare and get our licensed teachers should we have an overflow.
Okay, how do they register?
They can register online.
Okay.
They can register online. You have the
Yeah, they can also register by going to our
website.
Our website. We have a web page.
Okay.
They can also, a lot of the flyer, we have done a lot of promotion. In the Amandala newspaper, there was a flyer that was promoted in there last weekend, last Friday. We've also been handing out flyers. There is a code that they can scan that is on that flyer
yes.
there, and that takes you directly into the registration. They can also text or WhatsApp the school number
at 622-1417.
Yeah.
Is there a high demand for preschools in Belize, you think?
Yes, I definitely.
I tell you why I ask, because I know in some other countries, some parents, would-be parents, register their children even before the child is born, because the spaces are filling up.
And to be honest, when you look at our registration, that's the space that is filling up, the preschool.
What are the hours?
The hours will range, because we understand the need of the parents, we are allowing drop-off of the child from 7:30, from anywhere between 7:30 to 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock to 11:30 is our time for the school, for the preschool, and
Okay.
then the infants level would be released at 1:30. We are also offering for any parents that need it, the
Extended.
after school hours, that we do the assignment, take home assignments with them. So that will also be something on the table that they can glean from as a parent, and so it's, I mean, the opportunities are limitless when it comes to looking at this school. I would, even if I was not involved, knowing and realizing how our children are the future of our country, we need to invest in them. And I think earlier you had asked what made us decide, to start this school. And it's basically, I am a high promoter, advocate for education. Education changes the trajectory of a child's life, of a person's life. If you, the person, invest and the parents invest at the same time. I am a product of educational pursuit. And so I give God thanks because I know that with the proper values, with the right foundation, both academically and spiritually, we can change the trajectory of our children's lives in this country.
They say we can't save the generation gone, but maybe we could save the
Yeah.
one coming.
Yep,
you
that's
know,
exactly.
Well, make some more moral high Belizeans. What's the cost?
The registration is 100 Belize dollars per child, and then it's a monthly cost thereafter of $50 for 10 months. This $50 includes everything that the child would need except like the writing, like basically
What are these?
notebooks.
Yeah. What did you may have a new parent listening and say, well, why do I need to buy or take? Need backpack? I don't know.
There's usually a long list, right?
Yeah, well, it's not a long. It's not going to be a long list because our materials are basically being with the ABECA curriculum. It comes with the required books and everything, and so that, like what I was mentioning, that $50 includes all of that. Basically, that book for your child. You don't need to be running all over our country to try and find which bookstore, have your book, right? We are going to be providing that, and all we are asking the parents is to invest in their child's future.
And this is going to go all the way up to the elementary level?
Yes.
Whereby their textbooks will be provided?
Everything will be provided.
Okay.
All the way through to Standard 6. Yeah.
So we should see in 7 years you should have your first graduating Standard 6 class?
That would be 8 years?
8 years? 8 years, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, actually,
No, 'cause the
if we have from the preschool,
It would be 9, right?
it would be it would be 9. Well, actually 10, because infants to Standard 6
Yeah,
is
it's
8,
eight.
and
That's
then the
true.
other
Yes.
2.
Yeah.
But if you're looking at it from the standpoint of transfers, the graduating class could be earlier than that. From preschool, we will have a graduation in 2
Oh, yes.
years' time.
So that will determine by how it fills up.
Yes, how it fills up. Because next year, like I said, we are actually taking in waiting lists for if for Standard 1 to Standard 4. And then the following year after that, we are advancing to Standard 5 and 6, adding those 2 classes. So within 3 to 4 years' time, we could be looking at our first graduation from Standard 6. But 2 years from now, we will be having our first graduating class from the preschool.
I have to admit, I don't know much about the ABECA syllabus, but is that one of the ones that require a student to have a laptop or a tablet or?
It's not as much required by ABECA, but in order to keep with the advancement of how our educational systems are going, we will have the child at the starting at the infant 2 level to start to become familiar with using in a positive way their devices. Right, there will be like homework assigned on them. Not to say we will overwhelm the children with with homework, but in order for them to be able to practice, you know, you master a skill by practicing. And so that's basically to get them into the device and the use of that device. There will be assignments based on that is sent on the device that they can complete, and they are scored like in that way.
What is there any plan for extra, how you plan to deal with extracurricular activities like sports and maybe some of those gardening programs, you know, the things that brings them outside and
Yes, that is all
outdoors?
a part of what we want to do, like to develop the child not only academically, right, but to give them social skill, being able to be a team player, like you were saying, plant something on our campus, plant a tree, take care of these type of thing in order to teach them how to invest in the environment, to keep their environment clean. There will be many different type of activities to allow them adapting a portion of the highway to keep clean. Like, there are many types of activity in a positive way that we want to start to teach them to have that servitude mentality, where it's not just people serving me, but you're giving back as well.
Registration closes when?
The end of I
No,
think it's the last.
the
It's
end
the,
of July.
yeah, the
End
end
of
of
July.
July. Yeah.
So
Okay.
registrations
So
are
there's
open
time.
until the end of this month.
For the
Yes.
Firstone Elementary Christian School.
Yes, and if you want to register, just call the number that we have, and we can leave that information with you as well. If anybody contact you, they can go on our website as
Yeah,
well
it's
and
quite easy.
view the
We're
campus.
also
And I
looking for
guess your website
teachers.
is Firstone. That's the title? That's the name of it?
The Elementary Christian School, yes.
Okay.
Let me, my phone
All
is
right.
not here.
Ladies, Philippa and Tasha, all the best. Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you
Thanks
for
for
having
coming.
us. We
And thank
sure
you
do
for having
appreciate
us.
it.
And you bring you out so early in the morning.
All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll be talking cycling. Stay with us.
Introducing Grow
Welcome everybody. Slight change of plans here. We are expecting someone from the Blue Steel Cycling Classic that will be held July 4th. But I don't know if the bicycle broke down or what, and they couldn't make it.
Yeah. So
But,
what we'll do, we'll open our telephone lines.
Yeah,
We'll invite you to join us. And call us, tell us what's happening, what's going on.
Speaking of
in your
July
area.
4th, July 4th is, of course, the
The
U.S.'s big
Independence Day.
250 years of existence as a country. I was reading a little bit of history trivia. They're saying that the actual date is not July 4th, it's July 2nd.
Okay.
Because it's July 2nd when they actually could say they got their freedom away from England, but it wasn't signed until the
It's
4th.
all about, okay.
And that's what's in the records. But Adams, I think, was the man in charge at that time. And he wrote it down, and they can't, for some reason, they can't seem to agree exactly
When-
how accurate he was on that June, July 2nd. So, but the signing actually
Took
occurred
place
on
on
the
July
4th.
4th.
So,
Well, that's when it
That's it.
became official, right?
Yeah.
So,
and speaking of that, we are having our celebrations, which we start long before.
yes. I mean, we are already checking off some of the boxes, ticking some of the boxes when it comes to our September celebrations. The theme for this year, 2026, has been chosen.
What do you think of it?
It's, what is it again?
Look at me.
Look at me.
I am Belize at
I
45.
am Belize at 45.
45, yeah.
Honestly, I don't, it's not something that's resonating with me. I'm not really grasping look at me. Look at me. I am Belize at 45. Yeah, it's not resonating with me.
Yeah, I've been reading some comments online, and it's mixed feelings. But everything will have a mixed
I do know,
reaction.
I
I
do
can
know
understand why.
That
the wording.
I guess the panelists have said that every year the theme somewhat sounds the same way, and I think they were trying to get away from, the nursery rhymes. I don't know if that.
could it resonate more if it said that? Look at us. With pride. Look at us. We are now 45, or Belize at 45. I don't know. Maybe more encompassing. They say in advertising, some of the strongest words are you, free, words like that catch people's attention. When you say me or us, it's more limiting. It's, I remember they used to have a store downtown Belize City, used to name your store.
Your store.
Your store. Not my store, your store.
No, that sounds compelling.
Your
All of
store.
a sudden,
That was
I
the
feel
name
like
of
it
the store.
belongs. I feel a sense of belonging here now. Yeah, there's a lot of mixed feeling. Well, I can't even say mixed feelings. I haven't seen a lot of positive comments. I haven't seen a lot of positive comments about the theme. I have not issued any type of.
But it is the theme.
Yes,
It is the theme.
that we
and
will be celebrating under.
It does have some merit. I mean, it does. I mean, it carries a message, and what message it gives you, I think at the end of the day, it is boasting that,
Well, if you are looking at it from a very artistic point of view, and you know what they say in art, it's open to interpretation. It's all about how you receive it. Then perhaps you can ascribe whatever meaning you want.
We should, like say, Belize 45 is the new Belize 30.
It's too late. It's too late. Ernest. The team has been chosen. Next
Hello,
time.
caller. Good morning. You're on the air. This is Love.
Good morning, Ernesto. Good morning, Tamara.
Good morning,
Good morning.
sir.
Good morning.
On this matter of the theme for this year, I want to make my comment.
Yes, please go
I
ahead.
think look at me is a bit too selfish. It can create the impression that in other words, look at me, Midamaya. I am a Belizean. Look at
Well-
me, Mida Creole. Look at me,
Interpretation.
Mida Spanish. That word me should not, does not fit there. It should be look at us. Look at us. We, Belizeans. Because it says we on somewhere. Look at me, we are at 45. We are Belizeans at 45. We. So look at me does not fit with look with we are. It should be look at us. I believe look at me is a bit too selfish, a bit too introvert. But now, well, look at me, man. No, look at the rest. To hell with it. Look at me that is Belizean. It's just an observation of mine. No? Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Well, but then, when they read the comments on it by the person who came up with it, it says it wants to treat it as an individually, that you look at yourself and say, I am Belize at 45.
Okay.
It carries. I mean, each and every one of us should look at ourselves individually, and that's the intention of it.
Another interesting thing is, I remember last year, I think the panel combined two different themes in order to find. So they altered what was submitted in order to get the one that we used for last year.
Right.
So I guess it becomes a challenge. You look at all these submissions, perhaps hundreds, I don't know how many, and the words, I guess, become just a sea of repetition. So when you see one that's different, that it stands out, and hey.
And maybe actually this might be healthy. You're looking at it, and we are doing some reflection about it, and so it may be having the effect we want.
One thing I can say about Belizeans, we are not apathetic. We are not apathetic when it comes to anything patriotic, right? We might turn around and turn a blind eye to a lot of things, but when it comes to our celebrations and our patriotism, we will defend our national animal. We will, at least in words.
Yeah.
And clearly we care just as much about our September theme. So I will give Belizeans that, I will give us that pat on the back for joining in the conversation, having an opinion. Yeah,
maybe the young woman who wrote this was, remember, to come up with this, she's thinking of Belize as she sees it. Remember that?
Yes.
And the Belize she's seeing, if she takes a close look at it, it's not all good what she's seeing, especially if you follow the news. A lot of crime, politicians are, being questioned, our leadership is in doubt.
Oh, I like where you're going with this. Ernesto is saying, look at it, from a deeper level.
That's right.
Don't just look at it as, some words, but if the team is encouraging us to look at ourselves, to look at our country, to look at our problems, and whether it's good or bad, this is Belize at 45.
So it's as, maybe that's why we are reacting to it this way. Suddenly it's making
we don't
question
like what we're
ourselves.
seeing, right?
That's right. That's right. So, it's you can take a lot from it. Also, the panel, I think maybe what happens if they get a lot of themes that come in and they don't like any of it.
Well, that's what happened last year. I can't say they didn't like any of it, but what they did was combine two themes.
Yeah.
So, they did their own editing, copying, pasting, cut, snip, and that's what they came up with. So, that was one solution there.
Anyway, I think, it's you get from it, and that's what themes normally supposed to do.
Start conversations.
Start conversations, and you start getting answers, which, I come back now that we have some time, maybe someone can call us who knows more than we do, and if these ministers who go on leave of absence, if there's any kind of a slap on the wrist, because if they're still getting their full salary and still get used of their vehicle.
Let's hear from our caller.
Hello, caller. Good morning. You're on the air. This is Love.
Hey, good morning. Say it in Spanish.
Good morning.
Say it in
I am
Spanish.
in Spanish. Es mira a mí.
Okay.
So,
That's how you say I am Belize?
yeah, we're going with different stuff, right? All right, bye.
Oh, that's it? Okay. Thanks. Bye.
Anyway, I think,
Bye.
you know, it's Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so joining us this morning. That's it. Yeah, and remember, if you're out there driving and so on, please drive carefully. You know, I was on the road a couple of days ago, right here, coming into Belize City, and there was a leaf fender bender.
Okay.
You know, usually people stop and it slows down traffic.
Yeah.
You know, and usually we kind of interfering, you know, so everybody slow
Slows
down, want to see what they
down.
happen,
If it's-
want to take picture, the kind of thing, and all you're doing is slowing down traffic. So drive carefully, please.
Yes, please do.
And in many cases, mind your own business.
I don't know. We don't do that very much. But what else is new, Ernesto? You know, I've been MIA off the scene a little bit.
Yes, I
our
know.
viewers wouldn't
I
know
know.
that because I was here last Thursday and I'm here today. But I took a week off in between that time. So I'm curious to know what has been generating the conversation.
Well, carrying the news is this whole issue with this. You
Okay,
know, with,
okay.
with the mirror debacle. The PM said that he's now going to train his ministers on how the store's orders, what they call the store's orders, works. And you ask yourself, I thought we had public servants in the government
Yeah, that
who
carry out
this is
these-
what they do, this is their job,
Okay.
you know.
But I guess
this is-
to educate ministers on what the policies are
No.
and how it's intended to be used. Better
Is
late than never.
is admitting
Better
the-
late than
yeah,
never.
like, yeah.
Because
But it's admitting they didn't know.
Remember that there's what is supposed to happen and then the status quo. And sometimes those two things are not the same.
Right. Hello, caller. Good morning.
Good morning, darlings. I'm a very old lady. In my
No, we're a very
age,
old man too.
But I'm a Belizean, born and raised in Belize, North. Anyway, I am trying to encourage people to buy a ticket from the unions, the teachers' union, no?
Oh, yes.
For that house and lot.
Uh-huh.
But they said it's in Cotton Tree. And when I mentioned to somebody, because many years I see Cotton Tree and I don't know how it looks or what and not, and so they want to help to sell raffle, right? So, but then how will the people know if they don't know where is Cotton Tree and what they're doing? I mean, what they can do then with the house, rent or do some business or things like that. I was thinking, and I say, maybe these poor people are not going to sell much because of these people that they're talking like that, you know? And so maybe somebody has to give a little push.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. They need to do a little more publicity.
true.
But I think if
And
you win the
then-
house, you could do anything you want with it.
Yeah, it's in your name now.
Yeah, it's yours.
Yeah. But this, can you tell me what played last night on Polido?
47 played in the Bolido.
47.
47 please.
I
You-
would have
you-
laughed
you
if
buy-
I
you
was-
buy Bolido?
If I bought. I didn't buy,
Oh.
but I was dreaming about 4 and 8, you see, 8 and 4.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
All
man,
right.
you may be upset because I may miss it just by one.
Anyway, darlings, I just understand what I'm saying, and thank you very much, and God
Well-
bless you and respective families. And
Same
the
to you, my dear.
whole world.
Thank you for joining
Hello.
us this morning. We
Bye-bye.
appreciate it a lot. Our number is 203-2098, 203-2098, or 203-2281.
But that's an exciting opportunity that the BNTU is having, right? You buy a ticket, I think it's $30, and you get an opportunity to win a house and lot. And of course, that gets put in your name. And while it will be beautiful for a first-time land or homeowner to win it, there's no stipulations there.
That's right. I mean, what's you?
If you don't like the area, you can sell it. I mean, it's not something.
It has value.
Yes.
It has a lot more value than the ticket you're paying for.
Yeah.
So that
A whole lot
definitely
more.
helps. That's right. But you're in the real estate business, so
Thank
you know
you,
the
yes.
value of these things, though. You know.
I have a new appreciation for land that, as long as it's in this beautiful country, it's valuable.
Speaking of land, a lady donated a piece of land in the Santa Elena San Ignacio area
Okay.
for their cemetery.
Wow.
And that piece of land, I understand, is valued at around $2 million.
Wow.
I don't know about she. I never may give it to
Man,
her.
then you
Sorry.
say, I would name a street on for she instantly, you know, because that's a huge gift to give to the city, to give to the town.
Her family could immediately get them one this section.
Oh, definitely.
You know,
that should be, that should go without
That's saying, right?
Okay, that's generous.
Would you buy your one piece of property right now? Where
Man,
you'll
check
be
me in
laid
a
to
10
rest?
years. Check me in a 10 I'm not there yet.
Hello, Carla. Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning. Leo Bando here.
Mr. Obando, good morning.
Good morning, Senor and lady.
Hi, yes, go ahead.
I have a few concerns that I want to get over to the people, please. One has to do with the foreign affairs and the cost of having our embassies out there. Once the CEO, the new CEO, could comply with providing us with some data, statistics regarding the cost of operating our diplomatic postings in the different countries that we have in the world.
Okay.
Okay, that's one. And the other one I have is, you know that Governor General's contract will be ending next year.
Okay.
Florida Salam. It's a 7 years contract that she got from 2020 to 2027.
Yeah.
And I believe that it's time for Belizeans to begin to think about, the lines of who is going to be the next Governor General, and begin to get some names in and out, so that we could reprogram this new idea. Because I believe that we need to have value for money. We need to have people who are qualified, who have contributed tremendously to the development of the country, who could easily, be of more, who could be more a contributor. Because I think that this Salam, the Florida Salam, well, she has done her SOE, whatever, but she has done limited work compared to the former Governor General Calvin Young and the one that was there before. So I am just recommending that, if we need to have some names out, I could recommend Mr. Hector Silva as one. See, so definitely I'm putting out one name ahead of time so that it could be considered. Thank you.
Ernesto, what are the duties of the Governor General?
It's more symbolic than anything else.
That's what I understood it to be.
More symbolic than anything else.
Signatures?
That brings up a wider conversation, and the whole, being a former colony of Great Britain.
Yes.
That's why removing the Queen, and this is a direction some countries are taking. In fact, as you know, some countries have actually removed themselves, from, the Commonwealth and so on. Because let's look at the Commonwealth.
Yeah.
We are members of the Commonwealth, and if you question and say, what are we getting from the Commonwealth? What do we benefit from the Commonwealth? My first reaction would be, well, it's just, symbolic. It's just,
another club to which we belong.
Right.
One of many.
How does the Commonwealth benefit us? How does it contribute to our progress?
I feel like
our foreign affairs.
I feel like as long as we have our grandmothers, old school Belizeans, that nostalgia.
But those are fading.
I know. Unfortunately, you all are transitioning.
No, me, you all.
I do apologize. I didn't think before I said that.
Yeah, I know. Anyway,
but,
hold against you.
It's okay. I understand. I'll ask for forgiveness, but for right now, you can hold it against me. But there's that nostalgia of, being a British colony and a British subject.
I grew up in that world.
Right.
I grew up in that world. I was so proud to be British.
Right.
And then you realize you're not British. And you realize with the years, no, that's not who you are at all.
Right.
Growing up as a little boy, everything for me, the British Army was my army. I would be proud of the British Army, So you're right,
and
but that is changing.
The new generation
so we come back now.
Different.
How does the Governor General or the Commonwealth benefit our country? Hello, caller. Good morning. Hello, you're on the air. This is Love.
Yes. Good morning, Ernesto.
Good morning, sir.
Tamar.
Hi. Morning.
Morning. Ernesto, I had somebody call and I was talking about the cotton tree house
Uh-huh.
in Rapo.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes.
But the house has been won already.
Oh, yes?
It was the raffle was drawn this weekend.
Yeah, the
yes.
raffle was drawn, yeah.
Yes, it was drawn this weekend.
Okay, okay.
And that's Rick about somebody from Belmont one.
Okay.
This is true.
Thank you
Yes,
for
it was
reminding
actually
us.
it was actually live on Facebook for those
Yes,
that missed
ma'am.
it.
So that's it. That's it.
Okay.
That's done. No?
Okay.
That is just done.
Thank you for bringing me up to date.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Yes, sir. So, this whole being a
One thing we
the
know that
Commonwealth-
we have a lot of questions we need to look at and get answers to them. You know, we have to update our laws. We are electing people who now we find out don't know how the system works.
Right.
I have a gentleman who writes on social media commentaries, and he was very big in government many years ago. He was one of the senior public servants, knows how the system works, and he's been writing up basically directing towards, you know, this is not working. We are not handling this well. That's why we have so much corruption. And the present administration is battling this image and this uptick that's been brewing for so long. Because, like I said, now, after this, the Prime Minister comes and says, look, I have to tell my ministers how you're going to spend the money. I mean, this is what, after 7 years doing it. So if we really went back in the past, if the JPAC, the Joint Public Accounts Committee, really looked at the numbers, we would be in shock, I suspect, how the money has been handled and how much of it has been wasted. All this is what is coming out now.
Yes.
And the new generation, the new young people like yourself looking at this, I think it creates a sense of mistrust in the system. And you don't trust anything anymore or believe it. You know, we need to fix that. We have the two ladies here who are raising the new children coming
I
up.
want us to raise more inquiring minds. You know, trust is
We're not telling you
earned.
how to think.
Trust is earned. You know, you don't need to blindly trust in order for this system to work. As a matter of fact, that's the quickest way to erode it. To have, you know, this. Putting our leaders on pedestals, and you know, there's only one George Price, you know, which has been sanctified in Belize. You know, we only talk about, we're not even allowed to criticize, you know, because of the way it's been taught in history. History gets rewritten every day.
But how does the saying go? You know who rules you by who you're not allowed to criticize.
So, you know, now we have a new generation of rebels, Ernesto. We don't, then they kind of canonize it, then it not happen again. Everybody can get this skepticism.
Shucks, I want it to be
I'm so sorry.
canonized, but it's not going to work.
It's not going to happen.
No? All right. Well,
Yeah.
we will take a break, folks, and we will be back with more on the morning show. Just stay with us.
Good morning, Belize. Generally, fair weather prevails. The 24-hour forecast for Belize and her coastal waters calls for sunny skies today with a few cloudy spells, and high temperatures today are expected to reach 89 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast, to 95 inland, and 82 over the mountains. Tonight, the skies will be partly cloudy to clear, with low temperatures of 82 along coastal areas to 74 inland and 68 in the higher elevation. Showers or thunderstorms will be isolated, except for a low to medium chance for a few more over the extreme south at night and early morning. The wind will blow from the east at 10 to 15 knots, and the sea state will be light sharp. A high tide will occur at 11 a.m., a low at 6:28 this evening, another high at 31 minutes past midnight, and a low at 5:33 a.m. The sun rose at 5:22 this morning and will set at 6:31 in the evening. The moon set at 7:31 this morning and rise at 8:45 tonight. The outlook for Friday and Friday night is for similar weather conditions to prevail. In the sargassum forecast, there is a medium to high chance of more sargassum mats affecting coastal destinations during the next few days, producing low to moderate impacts. And in the tropical weather outlook, no tropical cyclone formation is expected over or near Belize and her coastal waters during the next 48 hours. And with that, we conclude your morning forecast that was prepared here at the National Meteorological Service.
Prepárate para el regreso a clases con Tropigas.
Good morning, Belize. Welcome back. And the morning is flying fast as far as I'm concerned, right, Tamar?
I guess we could say that.
Means we are having fun.
25 minutes to 8 o'clock. We have our next set of guests with us in studio. And I'm very excited to welcome these ladies. They're going to talk to us about higher education, graduate studies, and what's available at Galen University. Ladies, good morning.
Good
We
morning.
have with us Miss Diana Perifit. She's the Director of Admissions, and marketing as well.
Morning.
Ms. Sherry Gibbs, the Dean of the Faculty of Arts, Science and Technology.
Morning.
And we have Dr. Cindy Thompson. She's the Acting Dean, Faculty of Business and Entrepreneurship. We are
Good morning.
expecting another guest to join us via Zoom. We'll let you know as soon as Dr. Daguerre joins us. Well, you ladies are no strangers to the studio, so I guess we should say welcome back.
It's always a pleasure to be here.
And this morning we had to choose what's best for yourself.
Yes, choose the best for yourself. Choose Galen for your higher education. Yeah, so we're here to talk about our graduate programs. We have a information session happening on the 3rd, which is Friday evening at the Biltmore Plaza. I know we're competing with World Cup and I don't know what else, people who celebrate 4th of July.
Well, if you're very serious
But if
about
you're
your
serious,
education,
yes. And that's what we believe. Enough Belizeans or Belizeans are serious about their education. So the information session starts at 5:30, so it gives people enough time to leave work and get to the Biltmore Plaza. It's in the courtyard area. And we'll be talking
you have
about
cocktails also.
Yes,
Oh.
yes, we have cocktails.
I should.
You should
go
stop
back
by.
to Galen.
You should come by. But we will have presentations by our deans and our coordinators of the master's degree programs, making presentations. There'll be other persons who are already in the programs to share information. It's going to be a good networking and information session. And since we have been offering a doctoral program through a partnership with Anderson University, they will come in virtually to again do a quick presentation on their programs. So it's all about education beyond the bachelor's degrees.
What really is a graduate degree?
Anything beyond your bachelor's, right? So, so your master's degrees and then moving on to the more terminal doctoral degrees.
Speaking of online, though, we do have Dr. Krishna Daguerre. She is joining us via Zoom. Good morning. Welcome.
Hi, good morning. Thank you for having me.
All right. It would be awesome if you could tell us about your program in social work.
Yes, I am the program coordinator of the Master of Social Work program. It is the terminal degree in social work. So Masters of Social Workers can do so many things from policy development to counseling. And it is our motto that you can find social workers everywhere. As you've probably heard on this very morning show, how important social workers are. So at Galen University, if you are interested in social work, we have a master's program that is rooted in Belizean culture, but the very best education. So we're very excited to talk about that today.
What do I need? What kind of pre-training would I need to take this social work program?
Well, one thing about our master's program that is very exciting is that we have 2 tracks. We have the regular standing program, which is for anyone with a bachelor's degree. It could be in criminal justice, psychology, sociology, really anything, because the 2-year program gives you the 1 year of foundation and then the 2nd year in specialization. And then if you already have a bachelor's in social work, you have the advanced standing program, which is a fast track master's degree, which is a 1-year program.
Is there a demand for social workers in Belize or internationally for that matter?
Absolutely. Social workers are the #1 practitioners in counseling around the world, but outside of counseling, social workers are on the front line of all of our important social issues that we talk about on the morning show every day, from intimate partner violence to child welfare to everything else that you can think of, even from, how we take care of our employees in private organizations.
Do you require professional work experience to be enrolled in the master's program, or can I go, directly from after graduating with my bachelor's?
You could come directly from graduation, or you can be a seasoned professional. We've had people come directly after graduating with their bachelor's from professionals who've been in the field from 20 years who are re-engaging with their education.
Okay.
I'm going to jump in because I think professionals, we've had, I think Dr. Daguerre, a couple teachers and admin staff, and so principals, vice principals who've been interested, but we've got a couple teachers in the program, so they would go in the regular. They've been in the classroom and they see firsthand a lot of the issues and challenges that children and our young people are facing. And so they can then, once they graduate from the program, they can go in and be school counselors and the social workers in the schools to help these kids and their families.
If you could just add that we've also added a concentration in social work to our criminal
justice program.
If you wanted to add more to that.
Yeah, so for students who are really interested in getting into that social work aspect within the criminal justice program, and then they're getting all of the foundational courses, so then when they graduate, they can go straight into the advanced track, that 1 year master's degree.
Is it because of all the mess we made of the world that we don't need more social workers?
Oh, right, yeah.
Right, isn't it? I mean...
Krisha could better answer that one. I want to say, yeah, we've made a mess of, but yeah, because I think at various points in our life, we all need help, right? We're trying to figure things out, the impacts of society on us, but then just ourselves trying to figure it out. So Dr. Daguerre also is our counselor at Galen, and she works with all of our students who come in with a myriad of issues, whether it's just the challenges of being in school, right? How do you adjust to going from high school into a university setting? How do you adjust to the various social situations that you might find yourself in, the stresses of studying and all of that. So,
whatever studies you take, would it be wise to at least put a little bit of social studies in there? I'm coming back now, let's say, to business and entrepreneurship.
Definitely, I would agree with that.
Would you recommend, to be a good businessman, you should have some, I guess, empathy or, I don't know, love for each other?
We do offer it as an elective, like one course.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yes. Because you need to be all-rounded, especially in an MBA program. Have a little bit of accounting, finance, economics, social science, social work. So, yes.
It's good to know the inner workings of society, but to be a good capitalist. Miss Dr. Thompson, we've met some of your lovely students that are part of the business and entrepreneurship program. Perhaps I think they're at the bachelor's level.
Yes.
And they have impressed us.
Okay.
But this master's program, this is obviously elevated, right?
Yes.
What are some of the core concepts that you'd be able to master at this level compared to the bachelor's?
So for the MBA, for the Master's in Business Administration, we do have courses like advanced level, at the advanced level. So advanced economics, advanced financial accounting, advanced human resource management. So at the advanced level, and help them to think at that advanced critical thinking aspect, bridging the gap between theory and practice.
Okay.
I get the feeling, we chat with you ladies, mainly ladies from Galen, that all these studies don't need to be interrelated.
Yeah.
At some point,
Very much so.
I'm old enough to remember, if you want to do engineering, you do engineering, and But now you have to kind of be associated or understand a little bit of what the other person does.
Yeah, being
Across the board.
interdisciplinary. Yeah, it's really important. And the Masters of Development Studies takes that. So it's got a bit of a, and that falls under the Faculty of Arts and Science and Technology. It's got a, trying to get students to be innovative, entrepreneurial thinking in the challenges that we face today. So I guess kind of piggybacking on, we were talking about social work and, how do we address now the issues and all of the things that we've done. So for the Masters of Development Studies, we're looking at political economy, development theory, social science theory, policy development and analysis, project development and management, which is becoming really important, to get students to be able to really critically analyze the various situations that we have but looking at sustainable solutions. So we're not going in just problem oriented, but going in solution oriented. And we're really targeting people who wanting to work with communities, civil society organizations, but private businesses even that are looking at maybe building their social responsibility, right? Of how you can work within communities. And but yeah, because it needs to take a interdisciplinary approach. You can't just go in with one perspective and thinking that you're going to solve all of the problems. But there's so many ways of looking at issues, and that's what we're trying to do in that Masters of Development.
Is there political science involved in any of this?
Yeah, well, the political economy does take a little bit of that, but at the
why I ask that question is that's how the world is changing. Apparently, all the basics that we knew, that we were taught over the years, suddenly it's being challenged.
The geopolitical
right, it's being challenged, and then you realize, hey, nobody has all the answers, or one individual can run things, and everybody runs confused. So
and we can't be looking at things in a bubble either. So while these programs are looking at Belize focused, we also are acknowledging that we don't exist in this bubble, and we've seen this from the geopolitical mess that there is out there, and how we're impacted by the war with Iran. So fuel prices have gone up. We saw what happened to us with COVID. So it wasn't just infections, but supply chains got completely disrupted, and we were heavily impacted by that.
Yourself and Dr. Thompson, I mean, when you teach your subject, I know it's we like to talk the Belize flavor and the Safui and so on, but you really can't do that.
I agree. Well, even in my class in finance and accounting, I would use those examples, and so that students could relate to us and how it impacts us. So everything impacts us. We're, at the global network. And we do have courses like that that teaches about the global finance and global policies.
How do you challenge your students, to face things like that? I mean, how aware, how familiar do they need to be what's happening in Ukraine, for instance?
Yeah.
Because
that's
changes,
a big challenge.
It's incredible what's happening today.
I've seen lecturers work actual current cases into their classes. I'm thinking at the MBA level. Other than that, it's just encouraging students to, or at the graduate level, to encourage students to actually, you have to be current with what's happening. And especially if you're pursuing a graduate degree, you're expected to think more strategically. You're expected to be leaders, because I'm assuming you're doing this because you want to, for improvement and progression into the upper levels or upper echelons of your organization, right? So, on encouragement, and I know I do business models and theory in the MBA program, and it's really looking at case studies, looking from a strategic and analytical perspective, understanding that this is not, you're not now thinking just operationally, but you're thinking analytically and strategically. And I think that's true for all of the graduate programs. It's just a different, it's a different mindset and a different approach and an ability and skill that is worked into your fluency within your particular expertise or area.
And also this new generation now, they're not committed to anything anymore. They don't want to study anything for too long. They don't want a job. Is that affecting our Gen X here in Belize as well? Are we having students like that? Or we still think we go to school, we get a degree, and we get a job? And that's not how the world is working now.
Not these young, not the Gen Zs.
Not the Gen Zs, right?
Yeah, no, they're different.
How do you train them? How do?
They're interesting in a different mindset, but they recognize the importance of education. They know that it's extremely important for whatever they want to do, so that they can be mobile and go and do anything.
But that's
once they have that degree, then they can switch.
But they don't mind, like, say, I'll go to school for a year, then I'll take a break, then I'll go back next year.
But they can be flexible, and they recognize that they can work while they're going to school. So it might take them a little bit longer, but they know that there's that flexibility there because we've been able to offer that.
So you're doing that at Galen anyway.
So if they want to go online, but more and more so the need for graduate degrees. And as Ms. Deanna had said, if you want to get into those leadership positions and you want to really build that skill set of that being analytical, and we talk about, being able to graduate at the undergraduate level, critical thinkers, but this is really taking you up to that next.
And I have to remind my co-host here because he likes to offend me.
You've been
maybe not
after me
intentionally.
this morning. But,
I said one thing to him. I know he's coming at us, right? But I want to remind Ernesto and some others that are listening that at some point these stereotypes don't matter.
No.
Because we're talking about people who are, regardless of what era you were born in, if you have a bachelor's degree and you are pursuing a professional path, and now there's that natural growth projection for you that you want to go to the next level, it doesn't matter if you're a Gen Z or you are a boomer.
But what's been great for us, I like that you brought that up, is that it forces us to look at things differently because, we're just kind of going at, well, this is what I did, this is how I learned, this is what school was like for me. But things are changing so rapidly and technology is changing and ideals and perspectives and, we need to get on board with what people want and what, they think that they need.
I think it's just super important that we remind Belizeans that education is now more accessible than ever, right? Because of institutions like Galen, the fact that there are flexibility in payment options and flexibility in even sometimes in your your requirements for entry. There's some flexibility there. So if you are at that point in your career where you have basically peaked and you're looking for that doorway into the next level, this is where these opportunities come in, and this is why they're so important. And then maybe there are some people on the cusp where, maybe we can paint the picture of how an education like this can further their earning potential and their career opportunities.
Yes, definitely. I mean, we find a lot of working people coming back to do this degree. There will always be the full-time students who, I need to get this out the way. I've done my bachelor's, it's time to do my master's. And that's fine too. But there are a lot of people who have been working, who've gained that experience, which absolutely complements the academic work that they would have to do when they come back to the classroom. And we're seeing more of those types of students coming back because they've been maybe in supervisor position, maybe stuck at a certain level and need that master's degree to move into the upper levels.
Of course.
And they're coming now with the experience and the practical aspects that they can apply. So it's an even more fulfilling opportunity for them and process.
And even though we don't want to encourage the brain drain, but it's not limited. The value is limited to Belize.
No, it's not.
No. And I think Dr. Daguerre could probably speak to that as well because she gets a lot of, I think a majority of the people that enter the Masters of Social Work program are seasoned professionals who've been in as social workers for quite some time, and so now they're able to come back and add to what they know and be able to contribute and go back into those leadership positions.
Yeah, would you like to comment on that?
Definitely, and one of the reasons why this program was created was to help kind of put a stopgap to the brain drain and to recognize that we can get a quality education here in Belize and to value the education we can get in Belize. This program was based on the same standards you'd get anywhere in the world, the best standards brought home here in Belize, so you don't have to spend the money to go abroad, you don't have to leave your home, and it's time to recognize we can get the same value of education here and to start to recognize that Belizean-based education has the same value. So it's really incredibly important to recognize that and to keep the expertise right here in the country where we need it. Our social workers are incredibly important. Whether you've been in the field for 20 years and it might be a little intimidating to come back into the classroom, or you're coming straight out of your bachelor's, we welcome you in our Masters of Social Work program.
We have Belizeans living abroad. somebody might be watching. I say, hey, can I get my degree through Galen?
Mhm.
Because you offer this online.
Yep.
Can I do everything online? Study online,
There's
pay online?
in the MSW program, there's a woman who lives, up in the States.
Oh yeah.
So it's possible.
It is possible.
Yeah.
It's possible to come to Galen fully online, particularly almost all our programs, except for some in the science or
In the
faculty-
undergraduate level, yeah.
But at the graduate level, in undergraduate level, some have a lot of face-to-face courses, but at the graduate level, you can come fully online.
Okay.
So you can
at the
travel
graduate level.
at the master's level. Yes,
Uh-huh.
yes. So
Yeah.
you can, because we realize that even at the undergraduate, your job or your life takes you outside. You're not necessarily in the same place all the time.
Yeah.
And so you don't have to miss a beat with your education. But certainly the online option makes it possible. We've had students start the MBA program and then move away to the US.
But they
and
want
have-
to complete
and completed it.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it'll be a fraction of the cost they'll pay over there.
Yeah.
You know,
Exactly. If
and-
they're,
and
if they're
like I said,
earning,
the degree has merit outside of Belize.
Yes.
For a working professional who don't have the money up front, how do they apply for financing?
So Galen offers student loans or installment payment plans. So it's
Okay.
really accessible financially to come to Galen. If a student is interested in any of our financial options, they can send an email to admissions@Galen.
Okay.
Anything you don't know and you want to know,
Send an email.
Send an email to admissions@galen.edu.bz and we will channel you in the right direction.
Okay.
Right? And so then we can channel you to finance. That way, it's one email, you don't have to worry about which email should I use. We will get you to the information you need. And then we also work very closely with DFC. We have an MOU with the DFC, so could also, if that's something you're interested in, and their loan process is a little different, maybe easier because you don't start payment until you pay your interest while you're going to school, and then 6 months after you've graduated, then principal and interest kicks in. So it might be a little bit easier on persons who want to access that option. But education is accessible, and now if you have a master's degree from whichever university, including, of course, Galen University, there's an option to do a doctoral degree through Galen University because we're facilitating it through Anderson University. So it won't be a Galen degree, but it'll be an Anderson University doctoral degree.
Okay.
So you could get one in leadership with a concentration in business or leadership with a concentration in higher education. And there's also one coming for a doctorate in education. So those are the three options we're currently marketing along with Anderson University.
Wow.
Sounds like a plan. Okay, so you're having your little soiree?
Or big time information session because it's such good information and important information for our next step. Yes.
So you can meet the faculty, you meet persons.
Yeah. Any questions that you have, we can chat one-on-one.
Yes. It's a good networking, finding out of information. We'll be sharing the information you need. Our finance office will be there. All our deans and coordinators will be there. So all of the deans and Dr. Krishna will be there. Plus the MSW coordinator, Dr. Penados, has said he will also be there. We also have one other program that is still on hold. It's a master's in education, secondary education leadership. But the Ministry of Education is still
accrediting,
evaluating that program. But what students can do is come in and do the first year, which is a certificate in secondary education leadership. That's the first year of their masters.
Okay.
And once the evaluation
move on to
finishes,
the
they
degree.
just have one more year left. Yeah. So we don't market it anymore because we can't until the ministry has finished. So we don't market the master's portion, but we can certainly market the certificate, which is the first year of the education.
Okay, so just remind you what, when, where.
So at the Biltmore Plaza in the courtyard, so right off as you walk, you can't miss us, right? In the courtyard area. It starts 5:30 on Friday, July 3rd, and we'll be there from 5:30 to 8 o'clock.
That's tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow, Friday.
Yeah.
Yes, my God, the week's. So tomorrow at the Biltmore Plaza, and come out, it's one of those celebratory kind of week. A lot is happening in the World Cup. If those of you have a celebrate, just come out and Stop by the Biltmore
You don't
Plaza.
put a big TV and put the World Cup on it. And
No.
No, but because the game,
in the bar,
the game will be finished, you know, because the game starts at 4.
Yeah,
The game starts
okay.
at 5:30. So if, I mean,
Yeah.
give or take a little extra minutes, it shouldn't be a problem. But people should be around there. So stop by and find out. I mean, it can't hurt to just find out more. And I know there are people who are coming because they want the information. They want to meet the coordinators and the deans. And it's a good place to get more information.
that's right.
Yeah.
You need to do it. It's for your own good. We were talking about investing this morning, remember?
Yes, we sure was.
The little preschool coming, they're investing in the kids.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So
You need to invest in
in yourself.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yes.
For sure.
Very good. The bank can't contact your education.
No, ma'am.
Yeah, so it's an absolutely good investment.
Thanks again, ladies. Dr. Diana,
Yeah,
of course. Sherry, always welcome.
Thank you.
Dr. De Geer, where is she, in Cayo?
Yeah.
Yeah, in Cayo. You're
Yeah.
smart, you stayed in Cayo, huh?
Thank you for having us.
You're more than welcome there. And Dr. Cindy Thompson.
Thank you.
Thank you, my dear, for coming in and educating us as usual, right, Amat?
Yes, thank you so much.
All right, I know
Thank
you do no
you.
more, no worry.
All right. That's
Yeah,
great
okay.
to mend fences.
All right.
We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll be talking about another school-related program. It's the Do the Right Thing Pedestrian Crossing School Safety Program. We'll be right back.
Four minutes after 8 o'clock, and it is a Thursday morning. It is the second day of July, and this is The Morning Show. Your hosts, myself, Ernesto, and
Welcome back,
co-host Tamar.
everybody. Welcome back. And this is a topic I think most motorists will be able to
Relate to.
understand and relate to, as well as pedestrians. The Do the Right Thing Pedestrian Crossing School Safety Program, spearheaded, I think founded as well, by Philip Father Henry. Good morning. Welcome.
How long have you been doing this, Father?
20 years. 20.
20 years.
20 years. It started under the Belize City Council, whereby that motorists used to just drive the way they want and don't respect pedestrians. And I was the one who told the then mayor at the Belize City Council, Zenaida, that we need to have some serious officers work in the school. And I take control of all primary schools, working on my cycle, going to the school with my glasses that have a camera. And I video all these mishaps by these guys who driving and knock our kids down on our pedestrian. Since then, I took it to the school. And I am in schools countrywide, educating children on safety. You haven't seen any children get knocked down now because the children, they are well trained.
Okay.
I teach of personal safety, about the pedestrian crossing. I teach about the signs and license plate letters and number.
Okay.
So now we are, I even teach in Spanish in some of the villages, Bella Vista, the south, the biggest school that have over 1,500 children.
Okay.
And it takes me some time a week to do these things. But this morning, I'm not only here for talking about safety. I'm here for the fact that they do the right thing. School summer program will be kicking off this Saturday. Tamara and Mr. Ernesto, it's kind of a little complicated. While I sit on this couch here, it feels on my part heavily for the fact that children are depart from school. The hard work that they have done in school, now they're break to feel free to enjoy themselves while they are out of school. I do believe that some of the department, business communities, and people who are around who have the ability to support summer programs should do so to have these children off of the streets of Belize. Last year, I had over 400 children. This year, I will have 300 children in the summer program because they signed during the course of teaching safety in the school. This Saturday, it will be hectic for me. But I have some UB students who have trained, who I have trained before in school, who are going to be a part of this, who will be helping. And I have a couple of teachers, retired teachers. This year it's different. All girls will be reside in Princess by the pool. We are not going to have the boys and girls mingle there. Too much playing, and I'm very strict. I'm a no-nonsense person when it comes to mingle. We are not here to mingle. We are here to have fun.
So they distract each other a lot,
They distract a lot, and we are not here to become partners. We are here to learn and go back to school and say, this is what we learned from Mr. Henry program. We had a couple of people who are on board with us who sponsor us. But last year we had Atlantic Bank and Atlantic Insurance, but since the new personnel have come back, she said that they couldn't be a part. But I just want to address, before I finish, tell you what all we are doing this year, that I am addressing to the business community and these places who management have put in place to do donation, to give donation, to see it fit when it comes to children. And don't see it the way you want to see it, to give the donation to the people, relevant people who are not doing summer program. 'Cause out there tomorrow, I have a team that screen other summer program as well to see if they're active. And last year, my summer program was the biggest. It went 2 months and 1 week into when school began. And this year we are doing 2 months and 3 days. It starts from June 22nd, runs to September 3rd. We have 3 groups. We have from age 6 to 10, which will be out there as well. We have from 11 to 13 and from 14 to 16, which will be taking part in sports. Mr. Ernesto, we have a lot of things that we are going to get to. We have football, we have the basketball, we have tug and war, we have flag ball. We also have lime and spoon race. We have the watermelon eating contest. Water balloon as well. We have the running race. And jumping jacks. We bring back the jumping jacks and skipping rope, who skip the longest. All of these things are going to keep our children very busy. This is what we want to happen. When the children, they reside at these locations, they have to sign in and sign out. Okay. We use our phone to dialogue with the parents to say that, okay, this child is on the bus. This child is coming home, so that we know the time that the children came and the time that the children depart.
So it's safe.
So it is safe. It's a safety program. While we continue to try to make a difference in our community, sir, it's showing that the football, we are going to have a 5-on-5. Basketball is going to be a 4-on-4. Tug of war is have to be 5-on-5. So we have 5 children on one end and another end. They're going to pull that rope. Last year, we have 14 children from Stella Maris, because I do sign language as well. And the winner of last year, tug and war, that beat even the high school student, was a child from Stella Maris. Very strong little Hispanic girl, and I applaud her for being so strong. Mr. Ernesto, I am appealing to the business community, which we have some amazing people who out there who support me right throughout the air. You know, I must applaud them. But you see that I know you're watching this soccer ball. We have a different initiative this year. This is our team ball, but it carries a lots of weight as well. Each spot on this ball is for a business community or even anyone out there who wants to be a part of keeping this ball rolling, to have the children taking part in positive solution that we don't have to be in crime and violence. We are asking the business community, because it's hard to raise the funds for the summer program, right, Tamara? So each spot we are asking to support us of $100 for each spot. So your name will be on each spot, and at the end of our summer program, this ball will go back to the Do the Right Thing office. And it will place there until the following summer program to show the gratefulness of the business community or whosoever wants to choose a spot to keep the ball rolling. We need to work together in order to keep our children safe and keep them off the street. Summer program is a way of having these children to say to them that,
That's
okay,
right.
thank
Keep
you
them busy,
for
right?
the hard work and dedication in school, so that we can continue to do these things. Tamara, we are choosing these relevant sporting events to make sure that the children will be happy. We get donation for pizza, and I'm telling you, for the day, it's almost like 60 bucks of pizza for these children. And we give these children, last year we give everybody pizzas, juice, and then we also...
Who donated the pizza? Big
we
them up.
must applaud Mo's.
Okay.
These people are amazing people. We also want to applaud Pizza Steve, because Pizza Steve, this guy from New York who came back to Belize, has been doing pizza in front of St. Joseph, and he has been a big part as well, donating pizza last year.
Okay.
But my biggest sponsor, let me just share, not because this person is the mayor of Belize City, but he's a parent and he loves what I do. So I must applaud Bernard Wagner. This man have been there from the get-go, from the starting of this program, and he said to me, Mr. Father, you just don't worry what people say, you keep going, because it's for the best interest of the safety of our children. And he keeps on the move, rolling with me to keep these children safe. And also, I have a new individual on board, which he has been a part of the Belize City Council, and I applaud him. And I am also supporting his work for what he's done, and I applaud Elwood Miller. That young man, he's a young, vibrant person, and he will be a part coming around our summer program to give an inspiring speech to these children. These children need that, Tom, and especially the girls and the boys in these times. We see things happen to these children, and nobody stand up and said that, you know what if the neighbor could give a hand to what is going on in this home? We don't know what is happening. Sometimes it's a single parent. So we choose summer program to uplift the standard of living of these children. So our summer program continue to roll, and the ball continue to roll, Ernesto. So we are asking, and I'm asking Tamara and you, Ernesto, to reach out. Your donation will be a part of even giving a cup of juice to a child, you know? And there is some summer program out there that I saw also on Love, who came on Love. And when they said that they're set up and they're doing this and do that, I go out and I follow their summer program. And there's nothing going on. And some of these summer programs have been sponsored heavily.
Excuse, are you, can you repeat that?
What I'm saying, Tamara, I'm a 20 years hard-working individual who works in school with children. When it comes to children, I was raised by only a single mother. And what I am seeing happening in communities, children are being neglected. So I use my time and my life to support these children, of uplifting them. So I am saying that when it comes to donation, there are individuals out there who are placed in these institutes who bosses have put to do their donation. And they are using the donation to give to people who are having summer program who are not active.
They're not using the money for summer programs?
And the summer program are only 1 hour, some of them, and then they leave. My summer program, sometimes it's 6 hours and 5 hours, and we are out there active. And I use the media to follow.
And you do it for 2 months?
2 months and 3 days. And we have some of these departments are saying why they cannot be a part. That's why I love Mr. Feinstein. He's a good friend of mine. He signed a document for me last year for me to go and receive some money from a department. And his signature were there. And you know, these people didn't want to give this money. And they didn't know I had his phone number. And I make sure I called him. And these people was a part of trying to seize this money to do their own thing. They have people are doing that out there, and they're hurting children. So I'm happy that that individual was terminated from that company. And I am saying it for the fact that we need to remember, when you take from these children and don't give to them that was said to give to them, you're hurting communities. You're a part of crime and violence. So I'm saying out there, I'm appealing because I have 300 children, and we are on the get.
What do you need?
Well, we are still
if you have the 300 children,
financial low.
Right.
We have to applaud Mr. Bernard Wagner is on board. The Belize
well,
City
you
Council.
started with the city council at the beginning.
Yes.
So
and
that's your part.
I want to say also, I will always have my heart to Miss Habet. No matter what, Miss Habet is there for my program. When my mother died, she was also there for me, as well as the mayor. We continue to say, Mr. Ernesto, I'm even asking you to come to be a part of this summer program. You as well, Tamara. Some of these girls will need you, a hug, a communication from you guys. And we have a pastor. When you're there at my summer program, I have different community. Let me share with you, Mr. Ernesto. I'm sharing with you with this. I haven't got any ministers to say that they're going to give, because I already left a letter for Mr. Anthony Mala, and I haven't got a response back. We have the Kings Park area, the Caribbean shores. We have Freetown. We have Pixta. We have the Fort George, Albert, Mesopotamia, Queen Square, Collet, Port, and Lake Eye. Children from all over. And let me share. I go over the district to teach safety in school. I have 14 kids coming from Belmopan, 3 from San Ignacio, and they're coming, you know why? Their parents love what I do. So our summer program is from in the morning 9 to 2. We used to be from 9 in the morning.
So you do different children every day? Is that
all
it?
the children will in different groups will be partaking together. But this year it's a little different. The girls will be inside a princess pool. And all the boys will recreate at the BTL Park. For the fact that we want to teach boys that we need to learn to.
And you'll have all 300 children that day?
Amazingly. Hectic.
So mainly it's going to be at the park?
At the park and in the pool. You will not get an opportunity to go inside a princess pool because you're a male. And I have ladies who will be in there. I'm very strict, Mr. Ernesto, right? And I have people calling me from all over trying to register their children. I applaud Mr. Anwar Barrow because last year he donated 5,000 to all the school bags and the books. And you saw he was giving it at the BTL Park, and over 110 children who was not a part of our summer program came, and we still give to them. So we have to applaud Mr. Anwar Barrow. This year, I am praying that I get a call
if
from
a
them.
student signs up, or if your parents sign you up for the program, you will be attending for 2 months?
Yes.
Every day?
You will be attended.
Monday to Friday?
Monday to Friday. Let me share this. Saturday, the children from 14 to 16. Saturday is summer program. We don't have summer program for the age of 6 to 10 and 11 to 13. They need to recreate at home and do their chores for their parents. But their mind will be on me because we give and we get out of these children. But the 14 to 16 have a mandate. We must meet at 9 o'clock at the BTL Park, and we will go to Sister Cecilia home, and we will do the chores for the entire Saturday. Means that everything these elderly people need, these children will do, and minutes will be taken. Minutes will be taken, and these children will receive gifts. We're not saying from where, but they will receive. We need to continue to do this. This is 20 years I have been doing this, Mr. Ernesto, and this year I haven't had a minister call to say, we are on board with you. I want to applaud Mr. Francis Fonseca. If he was not ill, he would be the first one to say, Father Henry, come and pick this up. You know, Mr. Henry Charles, they as well. These are people who always
You mentioned divisions all over the city.
Yes, it's because I teach all school over the whole city.
The whole city.
The whole country.
Yeah.
So we need.
So you're not necessarily targeting children who are in danger
Mr. Ernesto,
or who are disenfranchised. You're targeting in general.
In general, but let me share with you. Every community that these children came from, you have something going on in these communities.
They each have their own needs.
That is, we call about gang members. I am teaching even the gang members' children. But in my program, you are going to be a change. We are going to bring you. We will have a meet and greet. Boys and girls will have meet and greet. We have a all girls meet and greet. We have the boys and girls meet and greet. And then we have a 20 minutes that each of these child will get the opportunity to to speak about themselves. And Mr. Ernesto, we will come together in prayer. We will reach out, hold each other's hand, and we will pray because we are short of prayer. There's a lot of things going on behind closed door that we don't know. But whenever, I can tell you that the Majesticale, I have donated 4 children school uniform shoes that was not going back to school. And ask me how did I get this. I struggled to go around and have these children, and I applaud Brother Sabbath, you know, who came and both to say, Mr. Henry come here. And I get my paper for $175 each, and these children went to pick up all what they need. And up to this day, these children are doing good in high school. So, Ernesto, I am appealing once again to everybody. My heart is heavy not only for myself, but it's heavy for the communities of these children that have been neglected because of the fact of selfishness. You know, when it comes to summer, you keep your children off the streets of Belize, your little girls off the streets of Belize. You keep them into educational program. But people come around and says they are doing this and doing that, and you are not seeing these programs. You're not seeing it, Mr. Ernesto. So I am holding love of him as well. To go out with cameras, to see. Because I have sent letter to BTB. I sent letter to ministry, to even the DFC. Last year it was okay, but there are somehow people are holding on to the resources, and some of the bosses think that the finances are going out. It is not, Tamara. I'm telling you, you need to hold people accountable for the job that they say they're doing. And a couple things.
So what I'm hearing from you is that social services, for that matter, should investigate all these summer programs.
100%. 100%.
Because
I'm telling you,
they may just be a scam or
yes, it
just
is.
somebody
It
making
is.
some money.
It is. And let me tell you how worse it
What
gets.
department would look into that?
Well, remember that we don't have anything to back. You know,
That's
this is an opinion that we're hearing for the
I know,
first
I know.
time, for the
Well,
very
but that's
first
Well,
time.
let me tell you why you're hearing.
And also at the end of these summer programs, there are usually little graduation ceremonies or little that
Yeah.
we go we
Because
do
have-
go out and we.
because we have lots of summer
yeah,
programs out there.
Yeah, yeah. And I
Plenty
wouldn't want to
summer
discourage. I wouldn't want to
Exactly.
discourage
But-
them from
but
getting
let
support.
me share, Tamara, it's not the part of discourage. I'm saying that you're a talk show host, and I'm a street figure, and a community server, and an activist. I'm a no-nonsense person. Whatever you need, I'm going to bring it to you. And I'm telling you, I'm over the entire country. When it
Yes.
comes to summer program, I'm talking here, but I'm an activist when I left Love FM.
I just think it's possible to promote yours without tearing away from
I'm not tearing
the others.
I'm not tearing. I am saying
Yeah.
that we need to focus on where these money needs to be
Okay.
or go. There are children willing to be at a summer program.
Yes.
I am holding you accountable now.
Mhm.
Let's see how many children will be on the street and not take part in other summer program. We're not pointing fingers on anybody, but it needs to happen. We need to keep the ball rolling. You see what Mr. Mala is doing with all these football tournaments, with all these hundreds of children?
I mean, right
You
now
know?
they're having the supernationals.
Yes,
Kids
it
are
is.
involved in this.
Right.
Last
So,
week,
isn't that a
summer
good idea?
programs all over the country.
Yes.
Going
You know?
on. So a lot of money is going into summer programs.
That's what I'm saying.
And these summer programs are sponsored by companies.
Right, right.
They're not sponsored by the government.
By companies.
Very little.
Yes.
So all these companies you mentioned, what I believe that they are putting money into summer programs.
Yes, they do.
But what I'm hearing from you is that either they are not, or they are putting it into the wrong summer programs.
No, the business community are giving the money to summer programs, but they as well need to follow these summer programs.
Of course, it would
Right?
be good to observe.
And I am telling you that I had lots of these companies who was a part of me because I share them on television. And there are people now who they are placed there who has been the giver for them, has choose people who they want them to give it to.
Oh, yeah.
And they are
Everybody
not,
will
and
choose
they are
who
not
they think.
they are not performing. But when you are dealing with so many children, I am the one who have the biggest summer program
Yeah.
with the most children, Mr. Mara.
Yes.
Right? Because when I go to each school, the children, they're uprolling, wants to join. I'm getting calls from even teachers with their children who don't want to send their children left. They want them to go right. So
Yeah.
I am here this morning not only for myself, but for the sake of you and your child, for their safety as well. So this morning I brought a brand new ball with the idea of keep the ball rolling. We need to keep your children active. When this ball stops, there is nobody next to that ball. It stopped.
Yeah.
And when that ball stops, there are different activities going on. I'm asking, call my number. You can call me 600-1288.
600-1288?
Yes, to get your name placed on this ball. Be active in children's life. In different communities, there are businesses who wants to see crime and violence go down. But
It's one ball you're doing?
I have a lot of ball. We have football, basketball.
No, but this is one special ball.
This special
They'll
ball
get their
means-
name on it.
Right.
How many of the little squares you
17 spot.
Uh-huh.
You are going to say you're donating your $100.
And it's
That
$100 and you get your name put there.
Yes, and that $100 go to what? Beverage.
Yeah,
we
you
need to
need-
keep
you need-
them active.
Hydrated.
You know, I have to ask.
So tell us, I asked you this before, tell us what you need. So in case somebody's getting...
we are financially low at this moment.
You need food, you need drinks.
We need our food, we need our drinks, and I have
Because the
sent
kids
out-
won't bring anything, right?
They don't
just
need-
come.
And let me tell you something. Thank you to say that. There are a couple summer programs
Yeah.
who are charging. I'm telling you, this is wrong.
Well, those are businesses. Those
yes,
are-
but then I am
and they-
telling you,
they do
Ernesto,
thing, yeah.
that's why the children have to turn and say, I wonder where I'm going. Make we go down, Mr. Father, we get tapa food. We get a lot of food. And make we go down and they stay there. Anyway a child is going to eat, they are going to perform well. We need to keep this ball rolling, Mr. Ernesto. If you know what I'm talking about, I was a football player as well. And an outstanding football player. Whenever this ball stops, you are going to be the one say, who are that child parents? Who are that little girl parents? Because they are going left. All I'm asking you to do is to continue to support that
this
20-year program.
These 300 kids.
300 amazing kids. Last year it was more. Why do you think Mr. Anwar Barrow jumped on board?
Yeah.
Why do you think DJ Dollar was out there promoting?
When are you scheduled to
them
start?
busy is
we
a good
actually
idea.
start from the 22nd
Okay.
of June.
So you're in the middle of it.
But what I am saying, that we need to raise the fund
Gotcha.
to reach the
A little
level
more.
of the 2 months, 3 days.
Okay.
If we have some of them are going to have a 1 week summer program. What is that going to do?
Yeah.
When we have months of children are going to be out there. It's also we have the rainy season ahead. Children are going to clog up in home and do mischievousness. You cannot come to my summer program with a phone. I have a phone.
Okay,
So
Father,
your phone is going to put aside.
You're selling your program. Tell us again how they can help you.
Well,
And what's the limit or...
Mr. Ernesto, there
Where
are
are
no
we?
limits.
Yeah.
They're just a kind heart, you know? Be
No, when
humble
I
and
say
kind.
limit, I mean the program will be ending...
The program is going
in-
from June 22nd to the 3rd of September. The Do the Right Thing.
Father, out the
School
top of
Safety
your
Summer
head,
Program.
how much finance do you need
Well, I will tell you
for,
straightforward.
to do 300 kids for 2 months?
Well, I will tell you straightforward.
what would
I
be
have-
the expense
I
to
have
do
been
that?
doing this for years. And to do a program like this, it takes me 3,400.
That's reasonable.
Last
Wait,
year,
wait.
Last year it takes me
Three-
3,400.
3,400
Yes.
for
For 2
For all-
months.
yes.
2 months?
That's right.
to run
Because
the
I get
program?
reasonable price when my pizza are coming in, when my case of juice are coming in.
So
right?
with $4,000, you could keep this program running
Of course.
for...
That sounds like a reasonable number.
That song good?
Mr.
Yeah.
Ernesto, some other summer program, we only got 80 kids. They use more money.
I would
And let me
imagine.
tell you about Father Henry. If you don't know Father Henry, I am one of the best when it comes to trust. I show everything, yeah. Right? That's why Miss Habit loved me.
Okay, give me your phone number again.
Well,
And
for
anything
my
would help.
for my friends in the United States of America, and they are listening, they are tuning, it's 501-600-1288. And in Belize, Central America, if you're not going to use the number to do the positive thing, then please stand aside. But for the safety of your children, my children, and other people's children, Belize City, they can call 600-1288. We
What
need
about-
to keep the ball rolling.
What
sir.
about parents? Because some of the constituencies you mentioned, the parents could afford to pay something
Sir,
or contribute for these kids.
Mr. Ernesto,
Some can't, some can.
Mr. Ernesto, I will not stress out the children, their parents. They have a lot of stress when they deal with school books and everything, and these people are, Belize have a lot of single parent, you know, and single fathers as well, because we know we need to put them in. But these people use the business and they spend their money, and that's the reason why Miss Habit don't talk. She don't talk. She stand the ground. Parents, we will have a meet and greet with parents as well on Friday.
You know, if each parent gave you $10, $10, that's $3,000 already, right?
We understand. We do understand. But what about...
And you gonna keep these children busy for 2 months.
And 3 days.
And 3 days.
And let me share with you now. let me put aside that. Let's point a finger on this. You speak of the children, their parents give $10. What if we use our ministry? What if we use our politicians? When you're on the news, you're hearing money, so much money. You know? So what if we use our era rep, who has to go to these people for a vote, and said, you, Mr. Ernesto, is for Caribbean Shores, and I go to you and you said, why not right now? That's the same thing the people should tell you.
Yeah.
You know? So let me share with you. We need your support. We want to keep the ball rolling. I'm asking the business community. There each spot, 17 spot, it's $100 at each spot, and that is going to be a part of this program.
That ball should bring you $1,700 right there.
Perfectly well. Well said. And this ball will retire when the summer program ends, and it will be alive back when the summer program start next year. Okay. And we are going to keep so many children off the street.
Father, we wish you all, I mean, you know, keeping it, and I think it's good value for money.
I think so
With
too.
$4,000, they keep your kids busy for 2 months.
Well, I'm going to tell you
with some sporting events and so on.
And when I start with Tamara, and when I start with Mr. Ernesto, and I'm live on TV saying, I'm asking each one of you for $10 for a donation, a part of this program. I think that you have it kind in your heart. I will share back to the children that you was a part.
We are doing this for you right now.
That's what I'm saying.
Doing it right now. So I will tell you, I have been running a business. Well, I used to run a business, and we used to get lots of letters for contributions. So contributions are going out, and you get picky sometimes of who you support, because you can't afford everybody.
Well, Mr. Ernesto, I know that.
But we can't afford everybody.
You know?
But you have, I think, I don't know. I don't think 4,000 should be hard to raise.
I agree.
I don't think that should be hard to raise at all, for what you're doing.
From
what you say you're doing.
Going above and beyond too.
For what you say you're doing.
Well, Tamara, ask me how I reach all the school during the school year.
Tell us.
Countrywide.
We don't have time for that.
Well, I just want to share with the people who have been close to the program.
But you did, okay.
I haven't mentioned.
Let's read quickly.
I have Brothers Habit. I have the mayor.
You mentioned all those before.
Yeah, but I also have the Morelco. We have Print Belize in Pomopan. We have Mr. Dufy, ICB, and the Deputy Mayor, Elwood Miller, who I applaud and I wish him the best to win that convention.
I mean, thank you very much. All these people you mentioned, all of them could give you enough for this program.
That's why we choose love.
Thank you very much for coming, sir. 600-1288, right?
Amazingly wonderful.
We'll be back, folks, and we'll be talking about, winning something, and you can watch the game, or even go to the game.
We're talking about the World Cup watch parties. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, people. Welcome back. And now we are talking. One of the big subjects in the world is the World Cup.
All over the world. So, World Cup fans, this one is for you. We want to welcome Mr. Miguel Martinez here repping Bowen and Bowen.
Good morning.
And yes, good morning. Welcome. So good to have you here. And I love that you have the gear right next to you, right? What we got on the couch there? Who's our
nice
co-host or sub-guest?
Okay, so our sub-guest right here. Well, we're having a promotion. As many of you know, Coca-Cola is one of the official partners of the World Cup. Of course, we want to share that excitement as well with the Belizean public. We've been doing several things, as you know. Recently, we gave away a trip to the World Cup. Now we're sharing like some merchandise that customers can buy at stores. So what we have here is a custom box that we have. So people can go to supermarkets, superettes. We have available countrywide at different stores. So they can purchase this box. This contains one case of 600 ml, the 225 plastic Coca-Cola, and it comes with a ball inside. So customers can get their hands on this nice, custom, high-quality Coca-Cola football. You just have to buy this box.
Is that actually, you could use it?
Yes, this is a very high-quality football. It's very well cushioned. Like it's very high quality. So, like I said, all you have to do is you buy the box that has the case of soft drink, and it brings the ball deflated inside. Just pump it up, and it's good to go.
Okay.
The price is the same as if you would bought a case.
Yeah. It retails for about 54
Yeah.
countrywide, so that's more or less what it retails for. So like I said, you could just look for the displays that has the boxes, and like I said, each box has the case of soft drink and it has the ball.
And this is the plastic 600 milliliter bottles, right? So we're not talking small glass or cans.
No, it's plastic. We're pushing the plastic. So that one for the 600 ml, the original Coca-Cola.
So Miguel, can businesses, shops buy this and end up with a lot of balls?
They could buy as much as they want, but I mean, it's
for resale.
It's while supplies last.
Okay.
So people can buy it and resell it, like I said. So, like I said, we have it mainly in supermarkets and superettes, in the bigger stores where people, frequent a lot. So you could get it while supplies last, because of course, it's countrywide and there's limited supply.
So this is the current promotion right now, but Bowen and Coca-Cola, you all started the promotions from early in the year, long before the World Cup. So tell us about some of those promotions that have already passed, what the fans were loving, and how we got here.
Well, we had many promotions. As you know, the World Cup starts, we started the World Cup promotions early. We wanted to get everybody excited, build up the hype to the main event, which we are now in.
Yeah.
So we had several promotions. We had things like Coca-Cola cups, we had openers, we had Coca-Cola duffel bags, we had snack bowls. There were many things that we had. So
had the big raffle?
And we had, of course, like you mentioned, the big raffle that we drew, and the winners actually traveled to the Haiti versus Morocco game. That was a very nice game, actually. I think that ended when Morocco barely edged Haiti, but there was a lot of goals in that game. And we actually posted a testimonial on our Crystal Bottling Company page yesterday as well that we got from the winners.
Wow.
So you guys want to check that out as well at Crystal Bottling Company.
Okay.
You can see.
So they talk about their experience.
Yes.
Yeah. So you remember who went? How many?
Yeah, it was two people, Mr. Howell Gillett and Ms. Amani Gillett. He took the father and daughter. They went. They're from the Belmopan area, so they went. Like I said, and they came back last week.
And the game was where?
It was in Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah, so they got flight, hotel accommodation, food, everything.
How many days they spent in the States?
About 3.
Okay.
So it was very nice. I mean, they were, like I said, you see the testimonial. They were very excited. See, they got other experiences like tours in the city, and also a tour of Atlanta, Georgia is the home of headquarters of Coca-Cola. So they got like a tour of the Coca-Cola museum, and they got to taste like Coca-Cola from around the world, and some that are not even released to the public.
Wow.
So it was a very nice and exciting experience.
Were they super fans of the sport? Because I know it's so much more exciting when
Yeah, they said that they are football fans. She was, as she mentioned, she was jumping up and down for excitement. She couldn't contain herself in her seat. So they at least someone who really enjoys the sport.
Yeah.
Got to experience once in a lifetime experience.
Because anybody would want to win for the experience, for the travel.
Yeah.
But when
if you're a
fan,
fan,
yes, that makes it so much more special.
Yeah.
Okay, and so now you've been having watch parties.
Yeah,
Tell us about that.
So we started last week. So we are having 3 Twitter watch parties in the country because, of course, we wanted to build that hype with fans. We know that people, enjoy.
Where is this
watching
one?
This one is in Orange Walk.
So we are looking at a picture on screen.
Central Park. This is the Central
People
Park.
line off on a Coke tents
and
watching.
we had a big screen. out there. So at these events, we have we're gonna have a big screen. It's completely free, so people can come in and they could watch the game for free. We're gonna have limited seating in our in front of the screen. So we suggest that if you have a foldable chair, a little spot, you could bring that and sit down, because we don't want anyone to be blocking the view. So around the screen, we'd like people to be seated in a nice orderly fashion. We'll be having games. We're having games like sub soccer. We're having games like the little foosball. We have an inflatable goal where you can shoot and score and win prizes. So, and we'll be giving away certain prizes as well. And also we'll be having a bar that you could buy, soft drinks, water, and things like that as well. And the one we're having next week, Saturday, it's the 11th. It's going to be at the DigiPark in collaboration with the Belize City Council. They'll be having vendors out there as well. So it's going to be a complete event. So we'll be having 2 games. The first one kicks off at 3. And the second one kicks off at 7. So right now we're in the elimination phase.
DigiPark, that's when next Friday.
Saturday, July 11th. So that's the first one.
Have a huge screen out there. I suspect.
Yeah, we're going to have a big screen out there. So I mean, like I said, everyone is invited.
You should see some of the screens I'm seeing in other cities. Huge, and the size of buildings.
Wow. Well, we're not get there yet, but it's going to be a nice size screen for sure. It's going to be very visible. So we invite everybody for nice, clean fun, and also we'll be hosting the grand finale in San Ignacio at Falcon Park, July 19th as well. So similar, as we mentioned, we'll be having the games, the giveaways. Everyone is invited to come can come and watch the game. So, and then, like I said, prizes, and we'll also be having sale on different items.
What time that will be the final game?
The final will be at 1 o'clock.
1 in the afternoon.
1 in the afternoon. Yeah.
And this is on a Sunday. So that means most people will be able to watch.
Yeah, a lot of people might not reach our Monday, but but it's definitely going to be exciting, because I know, me personally, I always enjoy sitting down with my family and watching the final. Last year, I tell you a joke, last World Cup, my kids were kind of smaller, right? And then I kind of make everybody like say, I forced them to sit down and watch the game. I said, no, the younger ones, I kind of not really understand like that.
Yeah.
But then afterwards, they're like, Daddy, this game is good, because
you're raising them right.
That final last year had a lot of goals. So I always personally enjoy that, and I know a lot of people bring out their kids. They want to enjoy people out there with their jerseys. I felt like I was at the stadium, because people, hey, good. People are like going off, right? So I feel like a little stadium experience. So everyone enjoys, they have that passion for the sport. So like I said, you can come out, have some nice, clean family fun.
I noticed it brings out a lot of the kids, a lot of families.
Yes.
I think that's one advantage of these events, because there's a lot of different bars and places that you can go to watch the games, but it's more catered to the adults.
Yes.
You don't want to leave the kids out of it. So big up, Boyne and Boyne for having these events and making them family friendly.
Women are getting more interested in this game now.
Yes, a lot, like I said.
I mean, us men used to, we used to enjoy it.
No, they got our jerseys. They are the ones that are making the most noise. Yeah. They have their jerseys and they're repping their players when Messi touch the ball. And, it's good to see that everyone has become more integrated with the sport, because, the passion to me, football in Belize, since I was a kid, I guess the budget for even you has come a long way, right? So they didn't have a lot of, a lot of teams, a lot of things for kids growing up. Now I see it's going more and more. So that's a good thing. I think the passion, to build a passion from kids from they're young, and they could have a dream, to someday reach the big stage.
Yeah, definitely.
How has the promotion overall been?
It's going well. Like I said, we have it in separate stores. We're doing 2 different waves of distribution, so we're sending out more items.
But this is the only one running now.
Yeah, this is the only one running now.
Like you said, the duffel bag and all that.
Those
are
lost
out if you didn't get any of that.
Yeah, those are pretty much gone. I think we might have a little bit more in a few locations, but for the most part, those have been depleted. So right now the main promotion is the get your case of Coca-Cola and get your Coca-Cola ball.
And I think those are going like hotcake.
Like I said, they're in limited supply, so if you see it, grab it, because you don't know if you come back, it'll be finished.
All right, so especially for those that are having their own private watch parties, little gatherings, this makes all the sense in the world.
Yeah, for sure. All right, after all the games over and everything, I guess you're going to relax?
Well, I can't really say that.
The promotions continue.
Well, the promotions
Coca-Cola
continue.
always have Boyne and Boyne always has something.
I like say Coca-Cola never sleep, right? So it's a big global brand. We're always working on something. If it's not for Coca-Cola, it's for the other brands, Sprite, Coke No Sugar, Schweppes, Minute Maid, whatever it might be. So you know, it's a constant flow. It's very exciting work, but the work never stops, so you have to always keep on your toes.
All right. Well, let's do a recap, right? Just so if anybody is just joining us and they want to find out how they can attend the watch party, there's 2 more still to come.
Yes.
The first one, of course, already took place in Orange Walk.
Yes, I was in Orange Walk last week Saturday. We have the next one coming on July 11th. That's going to be at DJ Park. As we mentioned, it's going to be 2 games at 3 and 7. It's completely free. As we mentioned, you can come, bring your family. As you said, the seating is a bit limited, so if you can bring out your little chair, that would be good as well. And then we're having games. There'll be vendors, and games giveaways. So there's a bit of everything for everyone at the games, and we'll be hosting also the grand finale, July 19, Falcon Park in San Ignacio at 1 o'clock.
Who will be playing this Friday?
I'm not sure this one as well because some of the knockouts are still happening, right?
Yes.
So we'll know most of that.
That's right.
By the end of the week. So
any predictions?
Well, I've been watching some teams, and well, it's kind of hard to predict because all of the teams that come hard this year, like we've been seeing, big teams are getting knocked out. Germany, Netherlands are being knocked out. Belgium almost got knocked out yesterday. But if I'm going to predict, I see France as a very strong team.
Yeah.
Yep. But you never know what can happen because one thing about football, you can never tell what's going to happen. So somebody could be a hero on their day, and you know, maybe somebody new wins the World Cup. I would like somebody new. But let's see.
Well, today is Spain versus Austria.
Yes.
Right. Then Portugal, Croatia, Switzerland versus Algeria. According to the predictions, you know, they say Spain will win over Austria.
Well, we've seen that we can't trust the predictions right now.
No, we know
but
this.
These predictions have been pretty accurate. This Opta, what they call Opta prediction, and then Portugal will nominate Croatia. Croatia, and then Switzerland will play and dominate Algeria.
We'll see what that game says.
That's it. But again, Algeria has been doing good game. Are you seeing what's been happening to some teams when they go back home?
No, I haven't.
They don't. They some teams, they had special plane bring them to the game.
Okay.
And when they lost,
oh my
guys had to catch
the bus
to go back home.
Catch a plane by themselves.
Yeah, governments. I mean, the World Cup has its ups and downs, man, you know.
Yeah, that's all right, but I mean, to each its own, right? I mean,
no, you can't left me stranded just because I never bring home.
You know.
But well, I mean, I guess
it sounds like you may have left there right there too.
No, I mean it's what the federation wants to do. So unfortunately, they control.
Well, each government, each country control that. Yeah, the federation will control that.
So it's something. Yeah. Not much the players can do, but I know they got to the World Cup. I mean, they at least got to go to the big dance and represent their country. So it doesn't seem right, but it happens.
Because
sometimes.
after this, the round of 16 is coming up, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It says which teams have advanced to the round of 16 and which have been eliminated. It says with 3 of the 6 days of the round of 32 now complete, 17 teams have already secured their places in the round of 16. That would be Canada, Brazil, Paraguay, Morocco, Norway, France, Mexico, England, and the United States. Eliminated teams are South Africa, Japan, Germany, Netherlands, Ivory Coast. They were doing good.
They were doing good.
You know, Sweden, Ecuador, DR Congo, and Bosnia and Herzegovina.
I know a lot of Belizeans who were sorry to see some of those teams go.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the this promotion, right? This is a special casing and a special packaging just for this promotion.
Yeah, the special box right here. I said you could just go to the stores, pick it up. Everything is inside your product, and the ball is deflated inside. So everything is here, so you can just grab and go. And like I said, you can enjoy a nice cool Coca-Cola.
So you got to look out for this box.
This box, this box right here, the one on the screen as well. So like I said, this is...
Well, you can't miss it.
You can't miss it.
You know, you can't miss it.
That's kind of the point. So you see, I know they have several displays at the different locations, so you can't really miss it. So you just go and you grab your case and put it for cool, and that's it.
Do they still have some of the little packages? You know, the ones with the cup or... I know some of them come like...
The bundles?
Yeah, the bundles,
They might have a few, but I know a lot of the items have been depleted, but they might...
You don't have any more. They're distributed already. They've been distributed.
Yeah, I don't have any more, but there may be a few out there in the wild, but yes, pretty much most of them have been depleted and are out in the market. So.
No, you said the persons that went to the game taste Coca-Colas from all over?
Yeah, well, they went to the
still
museum.
came up and said ours is still the best.
Well,
to find out.
I didn't ask them that question.
They did Coca-Cola tasting?
The winners are on screen.
we have the winners on the screen
as well. So yeah, I said
Yeah.
they had a very good time. It was a very nice experience for
You
them.
didn't tell us this is the Howell Gillett, man.
Yes. So yeah.
Okay.
So he went with his daughter, and they had a lot of fun. They were very excited.
Wow.
They sent me pictures when they were there, and well, we had the little post interview when they came back. Like we said, we posted that on social media. So if anybody wants to see that, we could go to Crystal.
Shall we bring in this valley, man?
Yeah, man.
Then we had a Belma Pan.
That nothing we had
Well,
people with for car.
you fly there all the way
this
to Austin, Texas. I mean,
well, Atlanta, Georgia, actually.
I mean, Atlanta, Georgia. Sorry.
Yeah, so it was a very nice experience for them.
Yeah, but they look sharp in their Coca-Cola T-shirts and
of course, we have to
with that big
represent.
check. Yeah, that big winnings.
And they have to promise they will drink Coca-Cola now for the rest of their life, right?
Clearly, they were fans even before.
Yeah, I'm sure.
That's how you want. That's how they won. Mr. Martinez, anything else you want the football fans to know, the Coke fans to know?
Well, once again, we just like to invite them out to come to the watch parties. Like I said, it's free of cost. For bring your family, bring your friends, bring everyone, to watch the game.
Yes, remember these are the family events, right?
Yeah, these are the family events. We want everybody to have nice, clean, fun, exciting. The games are always exciting. So just want everybody to come out, have a nice time, play the games, get some nice food, and enjoy the experience.
Okay, so they have vendors at these locations.
Yeah, they have vendors at the locations that were selling food and different things, and we also have, a Coke tent selling soft drinks and water and things as well.
And it is summertime, right? So these events they're for the most part, they're in the cooler part of the day, for the most part.
Well, 3 o'clock.
For the most part.
For the most part.
And being summer and everything, the kids, they do need their little activities. So if you can bring them out, the family, have them enjoy that. And even if they sometimes kids don't have the attention span. As much as they love the sport, they don't have the attention span. But these are areas where they can roam around, run around, have fun.
A big park, so they could run around while the parents watch the game. And also, speaking of cool off, like I said, you could get your case of Coca-Cola, cool off, watch the game, and also you have a nice, recuerdo, nice Coca-Cola football.
I was reading that the balls have chips in them.
Well, the ones at the World Cup, yes, they have chips.
Chips
Supposedly, that's how they track if they go over the line, if they have side.
Okay.
So they use those technology now.
You know how the chips.
This one I got. I think it might cost me a little bit more, but these are. Yeah, but like I said, these are high quality cushion footballs. So.
But I think then they take all the fun out of this.
Why?
This game now, you know.
Why do you say that?
They put the chip in there and
the hydration drinks.
No guessing or no. You don't have the
No. I like the hydration breaks. One, apparently it's a huge revenue earner.
Yes, it is.
That's the thing about it, because they're having hydration breaks in air conditioned stadiums.
Oh,
yes.
You're saying they're too soft, no?
Yes, no,
Okay.
because it's like you said, it's a revenue earner.
No, but I do like the hydration breaks because I think it's sending a positive message about prioritizing your players, and prioritizing health and hydration, right? I don't like to see when the players are out there, they're sweating too much or there's too much dust on the field. I want us to make sure that we're taking care of our athletes.
But that's kind of how most people grew up on the sport. You just, if you're thirsty, you run by the sideline, grab a water and you play it. But the reason why I don't like the hydration break is that the hydration is fine. It's just that sometimes it breaks the momentum of the game. Sometimes there's a team that is completely dominating, looking to score, attacking with a lot of, pressing, and then all of a sudden the hydration break, and then
it
they
kills
come back
momentum.
and they lose all of that momentum, all of that. So that's kind of, as a football fan, that kind of, dulls it down a bit.
And maybe it even distracts the players too, right? Because they know that bell is going to ring.
Yeah.
Well, I guess for the real fans, that's probably how most of you would see it.
How you following the game? Are you just hanging on to
I am
your
following.
friends who
Let me
follow
say
the
this: I am following the fans, if that makes sense, right?
Yes.
I want to know how their teams are doing. Yeah.
Yeah, you're friends of football lovers, so you kind of.
Yeah, I support them, or I give them a jobs up now and again.
All right, like they feel good.
Well, thanks for coming.
All right, thanks very much for having me.
And I mean, wish you good luck, but I know that Gwela had cakes, you know.
Yeah, we just want the public to know, you know, what we're...
Because a real fan will want a ball.
Yeah, it's a
For
very
sure.
nice, high-quality ball. I mean, yeah, so it's a
And
good...
it does say 2026 on it, right?
Yeah, it has Coca-Cola and
So
it has
it's-
the official
Yeah.
logo and everything on the ball for the World Cup and everything. So
it's
awesome
perfect for a
souvenir.
collector or
yes, it's
for
like a collector
yeah.
items as well. But I mean, I done played mine so.
Yeah, and Tamara, you may get one. and
Yes,
you-
yes, I
you give
got
it-
one.
You still have it, or give
I
it to
give it to my nephew. Yes. So it's being.
But you know,
Put
play
to
with
use.
that. You know.
Yeah, it's being put to use.
Yeah. Thanks again for coming in, Miguel.
All right, thanks
Until
very
next
much.
time, enjoy your games.
I will see you out there.
For sure. All right.
Well,
And that's
as
all
quick
we
as
have
that,
time for
it is,
today.
It is 2 minutes to 9 o'clock, so that means this is where we wrap up. This is where we part ways. And so just want to say thank you to our staff behind the scenes, William Usher on camera and controls. You'll have to tell me who is in Love FM studio.
Your very good friend, Richard.
Rich is in studios. I saw Rich around the studio, but I thought he was producer today, right?
Well, you know Rich, you know,
Yeah,
he's
he's-
hands-on,
yeah.
they're all over the place.
He's in every-
He does everything, you know.
All right,
You know,
so
if Rich
that's-
gets sick, all of we have to stay home.
All right. Well, that's the voice you'll be hearing on Love FM for the rest of the morning, which is going to be in your company. They'll hear you at 12:30 for the
Yep,
midday
I'll be here
news.
at 12:30.
I'll join the listeners at 12 noon as well. So, all of you lovely folks, keep it locked to love, and all the best until we see you again.
That's right. I'll be back tomorrow morning with
Rich. Again.
Yes, tomorrow morning. And of course, take care of yourself and be
Yeah.
kind to somebody today. Belize and beyond.
Thanks for choosing love.
Bye-bye.
Good morning, Belize, and good morning. I say good morning, Belize, and good morning. And how are you this morning?
Every morning, life go to work again.